Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Brand New Division video. This is going to be a part 2 video of the one I made earlier today about the static game. This is going to be more of a kind of Q&A they did do after the whole segment about the gear changes and just pretty much the PowerPoint that were showing to us. Really quick, if you guys haven't seen that video I made earlier today, I would highly recommend you check it out. There was a lot of good information talking about gear changes, pretty much the whole new system coming to the Division 2. Also the new talents, exotic reworks, and just overall a bigger picture of what to expect in the Division 2. It is a pretty long video, it is a longer video than I usually make, but again, there was just so much information, so much good news that I would once again highly recommend you check it out. If you do want to check it out, I will have a link in the description, so just click that and you can watch it. But anyway, as I said, this is going to be a Q&A type of video from the developers. They answered a lot of the questions later on when the chat was asking them about damage to leads and just weapon damage and stuff like that. A lot of good kind of questions were thrown at them, really great responses, so I decided to make another video and just show you guys the kind of highlights of what was answered, what was talked about, and just once again more details about what's coming into the Division 2. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
There are a bunch of great questions coming in. Will you can stick around for a few more minutes? We're like way over time, but you know, lots to talk about, so who cares? One of the easy ones to answer, weapon damage, or like you know, your weapon roll. Is that visible?
Yeah, there's going to be a bar, just like what you just saw, so you can see how well your weapon rolled, which is impossible in the game right now.
Right. The big question that a lot of people have is what happens to my current gear? How's it converted? What happens if, you know, I log in and all of my stuff's crazy? Because there's going to be a lot of people who don't show up to the stream and they're going to be like, what?
The stuff you farm now will be converted to the new system. Simple as that, right? There are some stats that won't be exactly the same. There's some talent slots that are going away, some stuff that's getting added. That'll get converted. But it doesn't mean that your current gear is not usable. It's going to be absolutely usable after the patch.
But if I have like great rolls on all my stuff, is that going to kind of...
Yeah, it's going to be good rolls on your new stuff.
All right. So it's not just like, you know, shot in the dark, random everything.
Shuffle, no.
Okay.
No.
All right, good to know. And if there are talents that are staying, right? I know you're like doing a lot of work on talents.
Yeah, so since they've moved in position, a lot of them to chest and backpack, you know, some of them you won't see them where they used to be anymore. But mostly if you have a chest or backpack that has a talent that's still around, we're going to try to make sure that it's still around. We're still working on it, but we're going to make an absolute best effort to convert gear and respect everybody's time that they put in.
Yeah. All right. Does the recal system that we're going to be talking about next week
factors in?
Factors in? Or
to a big degree.
To some degree.
The one thing I will say, because I saw the question, is that because there's no budget system anymore, you can't make a mistake when recalling. Because anything you want to change on these pieces of gear is fine. Like if you want to swap out the talent, that doesn't mean you're missing out on some stat increase, because it doesn't work like it used to anymore. So if something's not exactly right for you, you can change that one thing on it, and it won't be a misplay. So
there was a question before about if you get a gold roll gear, but the talent is for a group,
then
you can roll off
the talent.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Damage to elites, is that still a thing?
You want to do that?
The DTE, that's all you, man.
Oh, I actually don't know this.
DTE is completely gone.
Rip.
I was not.
And with that bombshell, it's time to end the show.
Yeah.
I legit did not know that. Okay.
The thing is, you can build really high damage output, and we want you to have high damage output, but we want you to have high damage output to everything. We don't want you to end up in the situation where you kill a yellow guy and half a second, and then red bars take 2 seconds because you're so specialized.
So damage should be damage.
Damage is damage.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
That makes sense. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I don't think anyone can really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of an argument for it.
But if you have DTE, that gets converted to some other good damage stat in the process.
That's
right. So your gear is still gear, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, because if you get DTE on stuff and you're doing a lot of content that doesn't have elites, it's like.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Yeah, chat's reaction. I'm saying, you know, some people say good change. I mean, a lot of these things I understand that it's such big news, and without getting your hands on it and that sort
And there
of
will be
thing.
more context going forward, but I
That's right.
want to reiterate the context we dropped at the beginning, which is this will come at a time when there's new items to get, new things to play, and a new power cap, so there's a reason to get new gear.
That's right.
Blocky's already positing damage to armor. Is that a thing?
I mean, damage to armor is such a thing on
On
shotguns.
shotguns. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not coming anywhere else?
No.
Yeah.
All right,
I
good
mean,
to know.
because shotguns, right? You don't want to go in a high risk situation with an elite and like hit them and them not die, right?
Yeah.
It's not good for anyone.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people are asking about like when is this coming, so I just want to reiterate.
Yeah.
Now, currently we can tell you that this is not coming for episode 3, and episode 3 is coming in February. That's all we have in
Yeah.
the way of date information right now. All of these changes that we're talking about today will come in an update after episode 3.
And we're actually really happy to be able to start talking to everybody about this early. Like
Yeah.
to just really give visibility on what we're doing
That's right.
as soon as we can, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
I get the eagerness. Like
Sure.
I'm eager,
Yeah.
eager too.
Yeah.
But I'd rather talk about the information, even if we don't have dates, because then it's great for us
Yeah.
to be able to get feedback on them and
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. So
And we kind of talked about that late last year, right? About that we really wanted to try to be more kind of transparent and kind of push information sooner.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys are on board with that too.
Great.
Do we do more questions or do we leave people?
We'll take a few more, but we've got to head off in a sec.
So armor percent as an attribute is gone. It still exists on some brands as a brand bonus, but you can't roll it as one of the attributes.
Okay. Recap the key info, Hamish. I'll let you, since this is your baby, give us the.
How do you recap something this large in like a punchy way? So rebooting gear, gear 2.0 essentially. We want a more intuitive way to see what is good, what is bad, and what you can build. We still want depth and some complexity in making builds. We want you to be able to see your god rolls. We want you to be able to be comfortable with recalibration. We want to make sure that there's good group roles and good build niches, so you're not a jack of all trades. And it's all coming in a package after TU7 with new items and new ways to play and a new power cap. Something like that.
I like that. New
Cool.
weapons.
Let's talk about that another time.
Try.
But I'm sure
good
there will be
try.
lots of YouTubers out there
Good try.
that'll do summaries of this. Hopefully, please, guys. And we'll have more info and take more questions next week as well.
Yeah. And again, I do want to say next week
Yeah.
we've got recalibration, stat storing, skill power refactorization, the other two big pieces
Of this puzzle.
of this puzzle.
Yeah, because it is a big package, and even those things aren't all of the things to talk about. There's
Yeah.
a lot. There's a lot coming. All right, I think. There's a couple of other. Okay, we'll just get to these other couple of things. Someone's asked, instead of a 150% damage to elites build, now will I have a 150% base damage increase? Is it that binary, or is it?
No, but if, let's say, 150% DTE is a good roll, then whatever that gets converted to will be a good roll.
Okay, great.
But I mean, obviously, different stats need different max amounts, so it can't be that binary.
All right, optimization. That was the question.
Not in the cards right now.
All right, cool. All right, we will have a lot to talk about next week.